It's a point in life where you look and you think, I've graduated. Now what? Hi there, Vee Gang. It's your girl Vee and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on this episode, I wanted to do a get ready with me / talk about post-graduation depression. And if you want to hear more about this and see the final look in the end, stay tuned for more. I'll be right back. If this is your first time coming through to my channel, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming through. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're a regular subby, welcome back. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for growth and support. I am truly grateful. All right, so let's get into it. So as you may know and may not know, I graduated with a bachelor's degree last year in January. And I was super psyched because it was a high honors degree. And you know, your girl did the thing. Okay, cool. This is a great platform for me to just praise God and just, appreciate him for all that he has done in my life. Okay, so my certificate delayed. It delayed to come out. Super delayed. So I was a bit stressed about that because I had made plans, when you graduate and you finish and you have all these ideas and plans and stuff, and you're like, afterwards I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and yeah, that's what I had in mind as well. So it so happened that my certificate delayed so much such that I actually couldn't meet up with the plans that I initially had. So that was pretty frustrating for me because when you're planning these things, you have to do it within time. Otherwise, if you have an application that you're supposed to meet, if you don't meet the deadline, there's only so much explaining that you can do, but no one would truly understand why your certificate was late. I don't even know why my university delayed in releasing my certificate, Over 3 months to get my certificate. Man, it was really frustrating. And within 3 months, you could have done so much more with your life. So after that period, sorry, I'm looking for my pencil and I don't know where it is. Time came for me to actually go home because when you graduate, you're kind of supposed to go back to your country, or if you have a job, you're supposed to start working and stuff. So time came for me to go home. And the thing is, you can't continue to tell your parents that my certificate is not out. It looks like you're not being serious. But it was legit beyond and above me. I tried everything within my power to get my stuff ready within time. I'ma just do them, bro. I'll be back just now. I just need to focus a little. So I actually got my certificate on the day that my parents got me a ticket to go back home. So literally in the morning, it was on a Monday, in the morning of my traveling, I went to the international office and I was like, yo, you guys, I need my certificate. I am leaving at 12 and this is 8 a.m. So I literally woke up super early just to get my stuff done. And I'm like, I'm not understanding what exactly is going on. It's either what is it? I paid all my fees. I don't owe you anything. I've paid for my transcript. I've paid for my staff. I've paid for everything that I need to get. What is the problem? Can I please have my stuff because I'm leaving? Chick. So then they went inside and then the lady's like, oh, okay, cool. It's ready. I'm like, it's ready because my ticket is out, or it's ready because it's been ready and you guys have just been playing games with me. So anyway, it got out. I took my stuff and then I headed for the airport. Literally, it was such a hectic day. Oh my lord, it was so hectic. So then I went to the airport, got my flight, and then I got to Zim. So I was actually super excited to be home. Who isn't? It was amazing seeing family once again, being with my brothers and my mom and my dad. It was pretty awesome. Then we had a Kayang celebration and stuff, because of the graduation and stuff. So it was actually really amazing-ish. I was super homesick, so I was happy to go back home. And the thing is, most of my deadlines were for February and for March. like to apply to go to other places and to other schools and stuff. So that was a little bit frustrating for me, but in the beginning it wasn't that bad because I was home and I was happy, and I had a family, so it wasn't as deep. I mean, it was deep, but it wasn't as deep. So yeah, I just took up the opportunity to apply to other places and to do other things with my life within that particular time. And then time was moving. So in the beginning, I really didn't feel like anything was wrong. Of course, I felt like I should have been doing something else with my life. And the thing is, in Zim, there's just a lot of things that happen and can possibly happen within a particular period in time. So you never know. Okay, I was just truly grateful that I got the opportunity to actually graduate and go through 4 years and stuff. So now I was waiting for the next challenge, and I'm all about challenges. So I'm like, let's do this. I've got this opportunity and I'm going to utilize it to the best of my, abilities and stuff. Time was going and I wasn't doing anything productive. Of course, I was trying to be productive. So that's when my idea came up, and then I was selling shoes and I was making money from it. But I felt like this is not what I went to school for. Of course, it's okay to have like a side hustle and be doing something else in your life. But I got into a form of depression where I used to feel like, where is my life going? What am I doing with my life? It was so intense. I don't want to lie. Like, I used to call my friends, they know themselves, Trisho, Pangisile, Nyasha, and I just, we used to have like conversations for hours, and we'd be thinking, and we'll be talking, and I'll be like, my life is not making sense. My life is not moving forward. I graduated and I'm sitting at home, and it was so, like, I could spend the whole day in my room quiet, and I'm not a quiet person, but literally I'd sit in my room silent, and my mom would be so concerned, like, why are you so quiet, what's going on? But my brothers were really, really, really helpful and really influential within that time. But I really used to feel like my life is not making sense. I'm not making progress. I went to school so that I can, do a side hustle type of business. I mean, it's obviously grown, and I really like and love my business that is blooming. But at the same time, I found like I did international relations and diplomacy. I wanted to get into like, ambassador kind of vibes and stuff. But being in Zim, opportunities are really, I don't know whether they are limited or they're hard to find, or I don't know what it is exactly, but it put me into such, I was really, really depressed, and I never used to think it was actually possible to go through a period like that or a phase like that. But there's a stigma that is surrounding depression and Black people. I'm just really grateful for my parents and my family because they were very understanding within that moment. I also have a friend, Gavin. He was very, very helpful within that period, because I used to, oh man, it was intense. And you'd be like, you need to thank God that you actually graduated. You need to thank him for the opportunity that you got to study and all these. And it's not that I was not grateful, but I just felt my life should have been moving at a different pace than it actually was moving at that particular time. Because when you're in university, you live in this utopia. You get money from home. You get, if you really need something, it gets sent to you. I mean, there's not too many hassles, so to say. Okay, maybe that's not everyone's experience, but within my experience, there were not too many hassles revolving around my university life. So it was this little utopia, and when you finish university, that's when real life kind of hits you in the face, like, guys, of course, if I really wanted something from home, I could get it. But you also get to a point where you feel like, I need to be independent of my parents. I need to do something for myself. Okay, so I'm just going to finish talking right now. Then I'm going to fast forward this makeup doing. And then, yeah, because clearly talking and doing the makeup is a bit. So I went off camera so that I could finish putting foundation on my face. And now I'm just going to do concealer, what. There's no lesson on how to transition from being in university into the real life. after you graduate, things are a bit different. And I feel like there's life life can best teach you how or when or why or with whom, like all those questions that you may possibly have. I guess life teaches you how to balance the transition or experiences themselves, because for me it was experience that kind of got me thinking like, yo, wait a minute, this is a different type of experience altogether. Utopia is over. You need to make sense out of your life, and that ultimately led to depression. Also, in the event that you've graduated and you're looking for opportunities and the opportunities are not coming your way for various reasons, oh my gosh, that can also make you feel rejected, and that transition can also work on your mental health in the form of rejection. Ooh, it's real. It is so real. I can't talk and do makeup. Just never works. I forget what I'm supposed to do. And when you're in uni, there's certain things that bring you enjoyment and excitement and stuff. During that period of post-graduation depression, you just don't find anything like that used to bring you joy and excitement, exciting as much. And there's so much wishing and reminiscing about, how uni life was. How you wish you could go back to the time where you actually had things to do with your life. Ugh, man. Don't really like to put a lot of setting powder. I don't know, it's just yeah, well. Okay, so I went off screen to do the major part of the makeup because talking and doing makeup is a bit tricky. So hold up a second. I just realized you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel. Is the red button just down below written subscribe? Press on it. I'm gonna give you a second to do that. Now that that's done, press on the notification bell so that anytime I post something, you'd be notified. Okay, back to the rest of the video. Yes. Yes. It looks so good. Give yourself some time and some space to go through your emotions. It really helps and it really works hand in hand with, managing mental health issues and mental health problems when you actually give yourself time to realize what it is you're feeling. Because maybe you are going through emotions and you don't know what exactly it is, but in my case it was a lot of emotions, a lot of questions, which helped me sit down and pinpoint and really narrow my emotions to show me that this is post-graduation depression. I had to do my research. My mom sat me down and she spoke to me about post-graduation depression, and she's like, my daughter, these things are real and it happens. It doesn't mean your life is not making sense, because sometimes I'd really be so stressed. Like I got to a point of mental breakdown and I cried, and my mom was like, what's going on? And I literally just sat her down and I was like, Mama, my life is not making sense. How do you graduate and sit and have no routine and not do anything productive in your life? Of course, I was doing some things, but that was not what I wanted to do. And I was stuck in my room like day in day, and I wasn't eating. I was just, it was like the worst. And I broke down. I just hugged my mom. Like, she came into the room and she was like, what's going on? I wouldn't even open curtains. It was so bad. And then I came out of bed and I gave her a hug, and then I broke down and I just wanted to cry. I was like, my life does not make sense. How do you graduate and just sit and not do anything productive? I want to do so much more for you, for myself. For so many people, I have so much to give, but the opportunities are just, they're missing me. And it was really, really frustrating. I'm very grateful for a very understanding mother. She literally took me through a whole lot of course, with the word of God. She made me watch a lot of Pastor Chris, and we'd read the Bible together, and we'd have like prayer sessions together, Bible sessions together. And that was really helpful, within that moment when I really needed, I wouldn't say I needed someone, but I needed something, because I had people, but I didn't have that one thing that was making me feel like my life is not making sense, you get. So, but that community around me, my brothers, my little brother, guys, my little brother is just amazing. All my brothers were very supportive within that time and very encouraging, and when a plan wouldn't work out and I'd have like another breakdown, and my little brother would come through and he would just like lay, I'd be in bed and then he would just like lay on the side and then he would just be like, talk to me, and then I'll just like pour my heart out. And my elder brother, man, I had I think letting it out and expressing how you are feeling is very important. Having someone to actually listen to what you're going through without necessarily judging you or like shaming you for feeling the way that you're feeling is very important. So you find yourself a community where you can speak and express yourself. That's really, 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 really important. Okay, there's so much pressure surrounding post-graduation depression because of the fact that people assume you to have your life in order. Everybody assumes that when you graduate you have a plan, and it's not that you don't have a plan, but sometimes the plans just don't work according to how you want to work, how you would have planned these plans to work, you get what I'm saying? So it is okay to be in a situation where your plans are not going out the way you wanted them to go through. It's important for you to have plan A to Z. If this doesn't work out, this is going to work out. If this doesn't work out, so literally A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z, you have a plan after plan after plan. And when I mean you have a plan after plan, I really mean it, because in my case, I had plan A and B, and then plan A and B didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. And then depression struck. So have plan A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. Have a plan for your life, and if that doesn't work out, figure something else out. Most families, have, especially Black families, expect you to graduate, and after you graduate your life is booming and flourishing. But the economy is different. Zimbabwe is different. Other African countries are also going through the same form of economic turmoil. So it's really difficult to get a job and find something that's really stable. And even if you get a job, how much are you being paid in Zimbabwe? It really doesn't make sense. And for our parents, they were really blessed to have opportunities that they could grow from. People could work and get loans from banks and build houses and buy cars, and things would move on from there. But in our generation, that's a bit tough. And with the bond note, what exactly can you really do with bond note? In which they're not giving you equivalent of US dollar value of that bond note. They're just saying 1,500 bond note is it, and they're not increasing salaries. So what can you really do with that amount of money? So it's a bit frustrating, and that's where some form of depression also comes from. So I just say it's okay not to be okay, but don't dwell in not being okay. Find a way to work around and to work towards becoming better and coming out of that depression, because it can be a wormhole. Literally, you find yourself round and round in circles, and life is just not making sense, and you do not want that for yourself. So I don't want this video to be too long. It's long already. I don't want it to be super long. So I'm just gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna have another session about mental health and post-graduation depression, and for now I'm going to keep it here, and I'm going to show you when I change what the outfit would probably look like. Since we're in quarantine, I can't really go anywhere, but I'm just going to show you what an outfit with this makeup would look like. And let's get into that. So guys, that's it for my video today. This has been an amazing part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun making this. Of course, talking and makeup are 2 difficult things to do, but I'll work on that. I'm going to be releasing a part 2 very shortly on the same topic, post-graduate depression. And just let me know how your experiences have been, and we can just have a fruitful discussion about it down below in the comment sections. Let me know how you did your thing and stuff. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hope you have an amazing week.